Seriously, guys, what the elf? What the elf? Hey guys, it's Jess from She's the Posh. Welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about how she bag shamed me. I make videos every Wednesday and Sunday, all design and fashion related. I love sharing with you all my tips and tricks. If that is something you're into, please remember to hit subscribe below, ring my bell, so we can become best friends here on the internet. Okay guys, this is like we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming. I had another video planned for today. We're doing my handbag collection, so I had to pause this because I came across this morning, it is Christmas, I came across a troll comment, and it's just funny that you still have it's Christmas and people still troll on Christmas. For me, troll comments don't usually bother me. They do help the algorithm, so I always make sure to I try to channel my inner Chrissy Teigen and make a fun comment back that, and I had a couple of times where I've won some haters over.
Because I'm so, I'm a delight.
But this particular comment rubbed me the wrong way. I did a little Instagram rant, and then I decided just to put my camera up real quick and just film about this and put this on my Sunday video, because it is something that I never had happen to me really. And I know it happens all the time in the Lux community, all the time. So I wanted this to be a safe space and for us all to share stories. So I really hope that you share some stories down below. I'm curious how much this happens. Has it happened to you? Is this a normal thing, or is this just something that happens in other countries? Because this particular person is from England. Again, I'm gonna give you the story of this. Obviously, I didn't hide this person from the comments. I don't have a huge channel. You can definitely figure out who this person is. Do not comment on their comment. Do not fight for me. Do not write anything. Do not write any hate or anything on there, because I will block you. I'm not gonna have a channel where people are talking hate talk. If someone's being rude and mean, that is gonna be hidden. That's gonna be taken off my channel. That's not what it's about. For us in the comments below, I just kind of want us to have a conversation about this, because it's just interesting to me. Interesting. And I'm curious about the people that are doing this particular, and the trolls that feel this way. Comment down below too, because I'm just curious why you feel this way. Why is this a problem? So I had a video that obviously this girl did not watch, but it was me talking about my Hermes Kelly, my new to me Hermes Kelly that I had bought vintage. It is almost 20 years old, so it's almost a vintage piece. I got it from 2001 because that is the year I graduated high school. I thought it's fun to get Hermes. When I was shopping for them, I wanted to get them in a significant date that meant something to me. But in the video, the first half of the video was just explaining about money management, because it's something I'm passionate about. In the video, I mentioned I do not come from money. I come from a middle-class family. I paid for college myself. I put myself through school. I took out loans. I paid them off. I've always had savings in the bank. I've always worked really hard. I worked to put myself through school. I made $5.15 an hour. I learned how to stretch that money every week and save money and have money in the bank. I always had thousands of dollars in the bank when I was younger. It's not to brag. It's just something that because I didn't come from money, because it wasn't something that came easy to my family, I wanted to learn all about it. I learned about stocks and investments, and that's how I'm able to afford that, Kelly, is because I invested and saved my money and worked my way up. This person basically said because I got an old used Kelly, that my channel is tacky. How dare I call myself posh because I bought used and an old, in her opinion, obviously it is vintage, that how dare I call myself posh, that I'm tacky. And then she called me a slang term, which I guess is chev, CHAV, which I had to look up.
I didn't know. I was is this what the kids are saying nowadays? Am I that old?
But it means lower class. So she called me lower class, which is funny because I have been trolled. I've been called fat. I've been called ugly. I've been called dumb. I've been criticized for the way I talk. I've been called shallow because I have a Lux channel, all these things, but I've never been criticized for not spending enough money. Right? Doesn't that sound silly? I save money. That's what my channel's about, and that's why you guys find me, because you enjoy saving money too. I've never been criticized for not spending enough money. So basically, I want to get your opinion on this, because this is something that does happen in the Lux community, and this is my first time really experiencing it because I bought Hermes. And for me, personally, I can't afford, I can go to the Hermes store and buy a Birkin or Kelly. Is it gonna happen for me? Is it gonna be offered? Most likely not, but I could do the lottery system. Maybe I just go in there and chat someone, maybe I could be lucky. Like, I could afford to buy it new in the store. But for me, that's not what matters to me. I don't need that in-store experience. That's not something, I'm not an in-store girl. I don't like paying full price. I usually find sales online. I like buying secondhand. I like saving money, even though I can afford to buy it brand new. I responded to her just
saying, having money in the bank is posh.
But anywho, I was curious how this happens. What is the debate? Why are people, I understand some people that say they'd rather buy new because they're concerned about fakes and counterfeits, right? I can get that argument that they want that. And then some people want the experience. So like, how you choose to spend your money is all on you. Absolutely. If you choose to buy brand new in the store because it gives you peace of mind, because you want that experience, you want the wrappings and the trimming, that's the best way to do it for you. That's the way to do it for you. But just because someone buys something secondhand or they do things like that doesn't necessarily mean it's because they're, should be frowned upon. Because I feel like everyone should have luxury. And I know I've been criticized for this when I've talked about Louis Vuitton and all this stuff, raising their prices and doing this stuff, trying to like get people out of this club, this luxe club of being able to buy brand new. And yes, I can still afford to buy brand new, but for me, that money, I don't want to pay $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 for a Chanel bag. For me, it's not worth it. I know I can get one secondhand. I know I could get a vintage piece that I will love. Because for me, I love the design. I love that. And I choose not to spend my money on that. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. And then the money I save, I put that in the bank. I invest in it and I make even more money. Because let's be honest, these luxe pieces are not investments. I mean, we always talk about investments, but they're not making us cash. They're not making us money. Sometimes you can get return on some of these pieces. I mean, gosh, based on the 25% increases, but by investment, we need it's a piece that we are going to use a lot. So we're going to get our money's worth. It costs a lot of money, but we are going to get the fashion and the looks and the pieces. That's what investment means. It's not like these pieces make you money. So I choose to, have money in the bank and to save. And that stuff doesn't matter to me. So please comment with me like how you feel about this negative part in the luxe. I always explain like I like luxe pieces for the beauty of those pieces, not for the status. And I feel like these people in the luxe community that are shaming us for buying secondhand, that are judging us for not getting a brand new Hermes or spending thousands and thousands of dollars so they get the opportunity to maybe buy like an Hermes bag, are not true luxe lovers. They are posers. They are the ones that just want the status. They are the ones, they're not into the beauty and they're not into like true luxe lovers love, which is the style, the beauty, and the history. They just want the status and they just want to brag about what they have and how much money they have. And for me, yes, I didn't come from money. And I climbed my way to the top. I climbed my way to the top, but I put in front of me a steady, firm foundation so that I do not fall, okay? Because as I rise, I bring other people up. As I rise, I donate and I put money into my local community. That is how I have decided to rise to the top. And it's easy to be at the top and stay at the top. However, if you're focused on those things, which is the poser, the caring how you look and things like that, you don't have a firm foundation, so you will fall. So that is just my spiel. I just had to rant and rave about that, but I just want to open this up and talk about it. And if you're one of those people that shame people for that, why do you care how someone spends their money? Why do you care? Aren't you a little jealous that they save so much money? I mean, I would be jealous, like of all the money people save. I'm like, wow, man, I spent $8,000 on that bag when I could have gotten it for $2,000. Don't you feel a little silly? All that money you have wasted? Gosh, you could buy another pair of shoes or a bag or gold and fine jewelry with that money. You know what I did? I put it in the bank and it actually made money. Okay, guys, I'm sorry for my rants. I'm sorry for being like all dramatic and coming in here, but I just had to share that with you because it was curious to me, and I just wanted to keep this an open dialogue. And plus, you're my friends and I needed to rant. So, you're my therapy, you're my free therapy on the internet. So let's talk about this luxe shaming and maybe put an end to it for good. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I look very curious to read your comments down below. And always, I hope I see you again. Bye, guys.